Okay, so here are the facings. So as you can see, I've folded the long edge under by 1 centimeter or 3/8 of an inch, and I've stitched it down. If this was a woven fabric, then I would have also zigzagged it to prevent any fraying. But as this is a knit fabric, that won't fray, and it's going to be in a part of the dress where you're not going to see the edges at all. Even if you turn the dress inside out, then there's really no need to finish it. So once you've got your facings ready, you're going to attach them to your lining front bib like this. So you're going to line it up with the corners, your bottom raw edges with the bottom raw edges of the front bib lining. You want to make sure that your finished edges of your facings are towards the center and towards the top if you chose to finish one of the short ends. And then you're just going to stitch using 1/2 inch of seam allowance along the bottom of the front bib on both sides, or 3/8 of an inch if you are doing the straight skirt instead of a gathered skirt. After the facings are sewn to the front bib lining, you want to press that seam up towards the bib, and then also press along the center of the bib lining. I've actually used Wonder Tape. It just helps make a nice crisp edge, which will help later when we sew this lining down to the main bib. Next, you want to sew your front skirt and your main front bib together. If your front skirt involves gathering, you're going to have to gather it to the width of the front bib before you do this. I'm doing a straight skirt here, so I didn't need to do any gathering. And then, now that that's done, I'm going to place your front bib main and your front bib lining together. And you're going to sew from the bottom of the facing up along the side, up to the corner, over, back down again, and down to the bottom of the facing. So here's that sewn. Now before you flip this right side out, if you're using a woven fabric that's going to fray, you're going to want to finish the sides from the top of the facing down to the bottom edge of the skirt, because later when you're attaching the skirts together, they won't be attached all the way up because of the opening for the placket. So you need to make sure those edges are finished so that they don't fray. Before you turn it right side out, make sure you clip the corners like that, and then turn it right side out and press.